you the boss or are your customers the boss? This is definitely a question that you're going to need to keep asking yourself over time, probably always, especially when you're first starting out and you're new. You're going to want to just appease every customer that you have, and you're not necessarily going to realize or know how to handle it when they are walking all over you or taking advantage of you. So I mean, yeah, without customers you wouldn't have a business, but you have to remember that this is your business and this is, you know, your rules. You know, you say what goes, and you're the boss and not your customers. So, you know, you want to be professional, treat all your customers the best that you can, but you don't want them to take advantage of you. So, you know, just give you a quick story, quick example. I had one customer that wanted me to, you know, just pretty much bend over backwards for her and just do anything and everything, and when she said jump, I'm supposed to say how high, and she was just nickel and diming me, nitpicking every little thing. There's really nothing I could do to make her happy, it seemed like, and it just was, it just was getting really annoying after a while. She wanted me to come out whenever she wanted me to come out. She wanted me to lower the deck super low so that she could go a month or so before calling me to come out and take care of her yard. She really just was a real pain in the neck. And to top things off, she even had the nerve to ask me one time if I wash my mower after every time I use it, and that's just ridiculous. And it took everything within me to keep it together and professionally explain to her that her yard looked like a weedy mess long before I even stepped foot in it. And if anything, you know, she was making my mower dirty and covered with weeds, and I would have to clean my mower out before I go to my nicer yard so I don't spread her weeds in their yard. But of course I didn't really say all of that. I just was very professional and calm and just basically said that my mower has nothing to do with the way your yard looks. And no matter how hard I try to explain to her that if I can come, you know, every 2 weeks to keep your yard at the proper height, and you know, told her what the proper height was so that it wasn't stress on her grass, what grass she had. It just didn't really matter. She just always, you know, had something to say and just was very nitpicky, and it just came to the point where it really wasn't even worth me dealing with the hassle. You know, that one customer really wasn't going to do much you know, damage to my overall payments. I mean, just that one customer wasn't really going to make or break me, but she was on the flip side. That one annoying customer was really, you know, giving me unnecessary stress, you know, having to deal with her every couple of times a month or so because of all of the problems, you know, that she created. And it messed up my whole day because I would have to rearrange everything, and, you know, she would call me or email me or whatever, and I would have to just do whatever I had to do to try and find a way to get there when she wanted me to be there. And if I was like, you know, a minute late. Sometimes she would call me like 2 minutes before I told her I was going to be there. Like if I said I'd be there by 10 or 9 in the morning or something, she would call me at 8:58 when I'm like pulling in her complex, and she's like, I just want to make sure you were coming and that you remembered that you were supposed to be taking care of my yard today. And it's like, yeah, I'm actually just about to pull up to your house right now. So, you know, you don't need that kind of stuff. You really don't. And it was more of a hassle dealing with her than it was worth. So losing the little bit amount of money that I was getting from her, you know, because I wasn't even coming that often, wasn't as bad as the amount of stress she was causing me having to deal with the situation on a regular, however many basis. And it just messed up my whole day, because I was there longer than I should have been, because she was constantly pointing different things out that made no sense and asking me this and that and talking about all these things, asking for advice, and it was just, you know, it's like she wanted to drag on my time until what she thought was worthy of the payment that I told her that she needed to give me to take care of her yard. And she just isn't my boss, and no one should be. So that's why I professionally told her that, you know, the next time she contacted me to come out, I politely told her that I'm not going to be able to service her yard anymore this season. And if she tries to and she never even questioned it or anything, so who knows what she was even thinking in her mind. She might have been smart enough to think, oh, I think I went too far, you know, maybe. You know, but who knows what? She probably has no idea. She's just like, whatever. You know, I drove by her house one time, and it's just a big overgrown weedy mess, so she didn't find anyone else or anything to take care of it. So if she contacts me next season, then I'm just going to start it off right, and she's going to have to follow the guidelines that I set out. It's going to be bi-weekly, and these are the days you have to choose from. And this is, you know, the time window that I'll be coming out. And if something changes because of the weather or whatever, I will let you know. And that's it. And if she, you know, and this is the height that I'm going to mow it at, etc. And if she, you know, accepts those terms, then we have business. At least I'll be increasing my, you know, the amount of time she'll be paying me, and it'll be under my rules. It's still going to be a pain in the neck because her yard is just, you know, a mess. But if I can maintain it every 2 weeks at the height that I want it to be, then it'll be a lot more manageable, and I can be in and out a lot quicker, and it won't ruin my day anymore. And that's what you have to do. And if not, if she doesn't agree to those terms or doesn't even contact me next season, all the better. No harm, no foul. So just remember, are you the boss? Because you need to be the boss. It's your business. Be the boss. But be professional, but be the boss. Alright, time to get back to work.